Good morning. It's Sunday, and this is Mentally Unstable Makeup, and I am your host, Tony. Excuse me. So in today's video, what I'm going to try to do is convince myself whether I need the new Jeffree Star Cremated palette or not. I don't need it. I want it, but I kind of don't at the same time. Y'all know I'm a color girl. I am this nudie, patootie, smoky, gray thing doesn't really speak to me. But at the same time, it's Jeffree Star, so maybe I need it. The packaging is adorable. I love the packaging. I know there's some controversy about like Cremated, the name or whatever, but I don't care about any of that. I really don't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a cremated inspired look today, but I'm going to use palettes that I already own because I have palettes that have grays and blacks and shimmery blacks and all of that in them. And so if I can do a look with what I already have, then maybe I don't need to buy the palette. Maybe. Don't judge me. But anyways, I figured this would be a great way for you guys to see the palettes that I have. I'm going to try to do the swatch thing, although I suck at that. So bear with me. My concern, okay, so I'm going to keep it real. I gave my Bloodlust palette away. And I did that because I was not happy with the formula. The mattes were fine. The mattes were typical, Jeffree Star mattes. So those were fine. But the new shimmer formula, I'm not loving. It's more of like a topper to me, and it's not as vibrant and just special as what I'm used to in some of his older stuff. So to hear that the new one has 7 of the new formula, I'm kind of like, wah, wah, wah. I don't know how I feel about that. And then again, it doesn't have any color, and I'm a color girl. So I don't know. I'm on the fence. I don't know. I'll probably not buy it, but FOMO might get me. Comment below. Let me know. Are you guys buying it? Who's buying it? Let me know if y'all are getting it. Okay. So some of these palettes you guys are going to recognize, and some of them you may not. But I wanted to go through and at least show you guys and swatch the blacks and grays and silvers and stuff that I have and go from there. I will say this too. The lighter 2 rows on the bottom of that cremated palette, I'm a little worried about because with some of his lighter shades that he's come out with here recently, they don't show up on me. They don't show up on my skin. So, that's another kind of, I may have to pass on this one. So, I'm just going to jump right into it. And again, don't judge me on my swatches because I suck at swatching. So the first one that I'm going to do, this is the Mystery Palette by Bad Habit. This was gifted to me by a viewer. It's supposed to be like a dupe for the Pat McGrath palette, but it's got this beautiful silvery black in it, and then that one's more of I'm gonna say it's a brown black, but I'm gonna swatch it anyways. So it's Lacquer Lush. Let me get makeup wipes. Hang on, because I know I'm gonna need to wipe off my fingers. And this is why I don't do swatches, because I'm not real great at this. So this might be a painful video to watch. Okay, so Lacquer Lush is the black matte that's in there. It's kind of patchy. Okay, and then the black glittery one is Chemisin. I don't know. I'm probably not saying that right. But so it's got like a silvery like shift to it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's black but it's shimmery, and the shimmers stay on there, which is important. Whereas with some of them, once you go to put them on your eye, the shimmers disappear. So that may happen with this one. I don't know. Once I swatch everything, I'll try to decide on which color I want to use. So that was the Bad Habit. So the next one, which is probably no surprise to you guys, is the Alien palette. So in here, there are quite a bit of gray tones and the black. So the first gray tone I'm going to do is Ghost OG, which is a deeper gray. Again, I suck at swatches. Let me try to do this. But, I mean, it's just a matte gray. The next one is Tall Gray, which is a lighter, almost cool tone, I want to say, because it's got kind of like a blue hue to it. So there's that one. And then, of course, Black Hole, which is the super black one. And it is a great black. I love the black in that one. Okay. So that's that one. I am going to have to wipe off my arm because I didn't swatch that right. And I'm running out of room already. Look how it stays. Isn't that crazy? That was out of the the Bad Habit palette. So my eyeballs are probably going to be stained today. Yay! Okay, so that was that one. The next one is going to be by Her Mannerisms Lucid Dream. And y'all have heard me rave about this brand before. I love this brand. I absolutely love it. I don't think it gets the love and respect that it deserves. I mean, the palette weighs a ton. It's textured. It's foiled. The pan sizes are huge. The formula is phenomenal. I can't rave about this enough. So in this one, I have a glittery black here. I've got this gray here, and then this is like a shimmery gray here. But these are all very dark. There are some, like this Alpha Waves right here. It's kind of a gray brown, so I'm probably going to swatch it too, just because I noticed that in the video that he did, some of his were brown tonal whatever. So the first one is the shimmery black one. It's called Dreamscape. And this is what I meant by keeping the sparkle as you apply it. It still shows up. So the next one is going to be the matte, which is called Wake State. And it's just a light matte gray. And then the next one is going to be Daydream, which is that shimmery gray. And that applied way darker than it looks in the pan. And then I'm going to do the Alpha Waves, which is that browny gray that's in there. And it's brown, but it's kind of got like a gray hue to it. So that is the ones out of Her Mannerisms. The next one, and when I was going through these and picking these palettes, I was like, dang, I got a lot of palettes that have black and gray, you know. I don't pay attention to it because those aren't colors I use a lot. So I was shocked when I started going through these. I was kind of like, wow. So shockingly, the Give Me Glow Christmas palette has this like gray brown color right here. And again, the reason I picked it is because in his palette, there's some that are kind of gray brown. And Give Me Glow has an amazing formula. Look at that. How beautiful. I love that color. And then I'm going to do Santa's Sleigh, which is the silvery, just because he had some shimmery silver. Look at that. Grays in there. How amazing. I love Give Me Glow's formula. I love, 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 love. Love. I mean, look at that. So, that is the Give Me Glow Christmas palette. Let me wipe off my arm because I'm already running out of room. I'm down to just a couple more. Oh, it's staining. Okay, so Conspiracy. And this is what I was talking about how a lot of the lighter colors don't show up on me. So like this one, My Pills, Tanacon does, but it barely. But in the mini, where's the mini? Hang on. Where is the mini Jawbreaker? There it is. So in this one, none of these lighter colors show up on me. I don't know if it's just my skin type or what, but they don't show up. So in this one, I'm of course the silver, which is the Diet Cola, which is an amazing one. The other like brownie gray one is the Sleep Paralysis, but if I remember correctly, it's got like a shift to it. And then I'm gonna do Ranch because I know that he's got some that have like a whiter shift to them. So Diet Cola, which is, it's a great color. I love this in my inner corner highlight. And then Sleep Paralysis, which is more of a brown, but it's like a brown gray. But it is a shimmer. But it's still, to me, it's in the gray family. And then, of course, Ranch. And I'm going to hope that this actually shows up on my skin because... Oh, it did. Okay. When I'm swatching, it shows up. When I apply it, you can't see it. So that was out of Conspiracy. I'm only going to do one out of this one, but y'all know I love Kaleidos. But this one is the Astro Pink, the Futurism 3. But it has this beautiful sparkly black. And I will say, when you apply this, it stays sparkly. We'll see if I can get it to swatch. See all that sparkle? You do have to kind of build this one up. But look at how it catches. Look at the sparkles in it. Love it. Love it. Okay, the next one, and I could probably swatch this entire palette. Shocking! This is the ABH Sultry. But there are so many gray, silver, gray-brown tones in this palette. So I'm not going to swatch the entire palette. I'm going to stick with the more gray tones. So we've got Slate, which is that matte gray. If I can get my finger in there because my fingernails are too long. So that's Slate. The next one is Cyborg, which is the shimmery. It's like a silvery... silvery gray. What other one do I want to do? There's Ember. It's more of a brassy. I know that he said there was a brassy shimmer in there. So I don't know how much it would... I mean, it's more brown than it is gray, but... And then, of course, there's Noir, which is the black that's in here. I haven't used this black a whole lot just because there's so much fallout with these shadows. But, I mean, that's a great black. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. My last palette. Down to the last one. But that's 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7 palettes that have grays and silvers and blacks in it. So do I really need it? Do I really need it? So I just got this yesterday. Yay! I've been waiting on it for a while. I love it says strobe on it, but it's Shroud Cosmetics. I love their formula. So I'm going to do this gray looking one right here and this black right here. I've heard, if you notice, I haven't even touched this one yet. I haven't touched it. So I'm super excited. I hope this is as good as all the videos and stuff that I have seen. So this is Tombstone, which is the gray that's in here. And it's kind of a blue gray, if I'm being honest. And then Void, which is the black that's in here. And I heard this black is so good. All right. So that is all of my palettes that I feel have like my gray, silver, black, smoky eye tones to it. I know that he had lip glosses. I don't wear lip gloss, so those are not exciting for me. But I did pull like my gray lippies. So this one is by Black Moon. It's called Castle. Black Moon has an amazing formula. It stays on great. It doesn't feel heavy or drying. So that's Castle. And then these were the Kat Von D duo set. This one is in Dagger, which is the lighter of the two. And this kit is meant to do almost like an ombre lip effect with it, but I haven't been able to make that work. But this, to me, when it goes on, is a little bit more blue. It's like a blue-gray. And then this is a darker gray in that set, and it's called Wolf. So it's a darker gray. And it's beautiful. I love that color. And then my favorite, which is Dress Code by Sugar Pill. And this is a gray, but it has like a gold, silver, glitter speckles in it. You can't really see it when you first swatch it. I mean, kinda. But as you wear it and press your lips together, the glitter really starts to show up. So that's my lippies, and I need another wipe. Hang on. I feel like this video is going to be forever. I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm going to very quickly try to do a smoky gray, silver, black eye look. And hopefully by the end of this video, I will figure out if I need to buy Cremated or not. So I don't use lid primer. I just use my concealer, which is my Shape Tape, just because I haven't found anything that works as good. So that's what we're going to do. And I need to decide. Okay. So I adore the gray that's in this. So it's the Give Me Glow Christmas, and I'm going to go into this top shade, which is called Chimney. I'm going to take a big fluffy brush, just like I always do for my transition color. It's just big and fluffy. I'm going to lightly tap in, tap it off, because it does have fallout. And I'm just going to tap this right above my crease. And I'm dabbing, and then I'm going to take circular motions to blend it out. And this is going to be quite a dramatic, dark look for going to the grocery store, but... So if you notice, when I dabbed, the color was very intense and very dark. And like I said, I barely dabbed into it. But then as I'm doing my circular motions and I'm pulling it up, it is lightening up. And that's why I chose this color. Now you can build it. Like if I had dabbed into it again and, you know, went over it again, it would deepen, darken up if I wanted to. But because I gently put my gently put my brush in there, and I'm just really digging and circular. I'm just really blending it out. And this eye has decided it is going to be darker than the other eye. So I'm going to take just a tiny bit more and darken this side up just a little bit more, just so that it matches that other side. I probably should have wore eye shields because I am probably going to get a ton of fallout. Let me see. I can't tell if I have fallout or not. I don't look like it. I'm probably going to get a ton of fallout because when you use dark colors like this, there tends to be quite a bit of fallout. So I'm just trying to make them even, which never happens. This is the part of my OCD that really gets on me. I can always, too, take a much lighter shade and go over this to help blend it. Or I can go with a, I'm going to say empty, but a brush with nothing on it and take some of that away, too. Whatever works for you. As we all know, this is my good eye and this is not. Okay. So the next shade I want to go into is going to be in my Lucid Dreams. I want to use this Daydream, which is it's kind of a shimmer. And I'm going to actually use a fluffy brush still, but it is smaller in diameter. So as I go down, I go smaller in diameter as the first one that I use. I know it doesn't look like it's much smaller, but it is. And I'm going to dab into this, tap it off, and I'm just going to put this in my crease. And it's just a little bit darker than the one that I used a second ago. Ooh, I got quiet. Paying attention, sorry. Sometimes this takes concentration, especially with these darker colors. Okay. Now for black. I'm super scared. And I'm not sure what black to use. I think, okay, so I am going to use, I want a glittery black. Okay, I'm going to use this one because I want a glittery black. I want a sparkly because I love glitter. So I'm going to use a much smaller brush this time, and that's because I'm wanting to be really careful where I put this. So it's still fluffy, okay, but it's smaller in diameter. And it's a little stiffer, if you notice. And that's because I'm going to use it to dab. Now, I'm probably going to get fallout. So I'm going to tap in, get the brush coated, and then I'm going to really tap off any of the excess. And I'm just going to dab this on the outer corner, trying to be really careful because I don't want this all over my lid. I just want it on the outer corner. In a minute, I'm going to show you my, it's not a rag, my makeup wipe where I'm dusting this off over on top of so that I don't get it all over my dresser. So I just did in the half. I'm going to take the same brush. I'm going to dab in again. Tap off again. And I'm just going to bring this down about halfway up against my lash line. See? And I know this is going to look cray-cray in the beginning, but I promise you it'll end up looking okay at the end. Maybe. Okay. So once I get that where I want it, I'm going to go back into that gray in this Lucid Dreams. I'm going to go into the gray matte because it's a little bit lighter. And I'm really going to coat my brush. I'm going to tap it off. I'm going to take it and just run it across this bottom lash line just to blend this out to make it look really smoky. If you want to, if you feel like there's too much black on your brush, you can always do a color changer thing to wipe it off before you dip back in, and that will help with any of the black that may have accidentally got on it and transferred. If you notice, I do a lot of this by feel, not so much looking. And this side smoked out so much better than the other side. We always have that one eye, don't we? So now I'm just going back and forth with that light gray, just because I really want to smoke it out. And I do have a little bit of fallout from that black. And right there. Okay, now I'm going to go with that one brush that I used that didn't have any product on it at all. And I'm going to just lightly go over. Just to make sure everything's really blown out. And blended. See? Okay. Now, for this portion of my lid, I want to do a silver. Oh, okay. Let me show you. So here is my white where I banged off my brush. So as you can see, it's very important because all of that would have been all over my face had I not tapped it off. So it's very important to tap off your brushes, especially when you are using black. Okay, we're back. So I'm going to use my NYX glitter glue. And y'all have seen me do this before. I just do a little dab on the back of my hand, like so. I get it's fluffy. Uh-oh. It's fluffy, but it's flat. So it's fluffy, but it's flat. And I'm going to grab some of that on my brush. And I'm just going to concentrate this on this first portion. I'm not going to do it all over because I don't want to lose that black. I will have to go back with that black, and that's okay. So this is almost like a faux half cut crease. Yeah. Think of it like that. And when I get the glue where I want it, I'm going to go back into my Christmas morning because I want to use Santa's Sleigh, which is that silver, just because it is gorgeous. I'm using that same brush that I used to apply the glitter glue. Now I am going to tap to make sure I don't have any fallout. Golly, such a beautiful color. I love their formula so much. And if you notice, I'm just tapping it. Oh. I think I pressed too hard in the pan because some of it fell off in my face. So I'm doing it where I applied that glitter glue and then going just a little bit over. And that's just because I want to create that transition between the two. Oh, that color's so pretty. Okay. I'm going to take my crease brush that I used in the crease, and I'm just going to go over this a little bit just so that it's kind of blended and doesn't have like such a crazy line. It also helps if there's any looseness to this to keep it from transferring as bad. It's still going to transfer, but it is what it is. I'm going to go back with my Kaleidos and that dark sparkly black that I used. That one right there. And again, I'm going to dab into it and I'm going to really tap it off because I don't want that fallout on my face. And I'm just tapping. Just to try to blend the two. Okay. And just because I love to, I'm going to take the Diet Cola in the Conspiracy, and I'm going to take a small, it's still fluffy, but it's small in diameter. I'm going to spray it because I need to make sure that it stays on the brush and on my face and not all over the place with my Morphe setting spray. So I'm just going to dig into that. And I'm just going to boop right on my inner corner. Boop. See? Now with no additional product on that same small one that I did the black glitter, I'm going to rub this right up against my lash line as best I can. Trying to keep it close without going into my eye, which is usually the problem. Just to make sure that it's true and black. Close to my waterline as I possibly can get it. Okay. Now for eyeliner, I'm going to go black just because we're doing a really dark look. My favorite black is super duck. It is dun, 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 ColourPop, which y'all are probably not shocked because y'all know I love ColourPop. Oh, I got something in my eye. So I'm just going to take this Q-tip. Oh, it's the silver. I got silver in my eye. Ooh. My eyes are watering. So I'm just going to take this black. I love ColourPop's eyeliners. They're just creamy and they go on seamlessly, super pigmented. Love them. Okay. Oh. So now I'm just kind of looking to make sure that everything is gelling the way that I want it to. Make sure that my blends are okay. Make sure I don't need to add anything. Because the eye look is almost done. So I'm just kind of going through. And blending. Okay, so now I need mascara and I need contour and all that jazz. And I don't know if y'all want to sit here and watch that, but that's what we're going to do after I'm done finicking with my face. You ever get a look and it's like one of these and so it's not even and it's driving you insane? Because that's what's happening right now. It's not exactly even, symmetrical. It's driving me insane. So for my contour, just like in all of my other videos as of late, I'm using the Juno & Co. Face Palette. I love this palette. It has super been my favorite. The color looks great on me. It doesn't turn orange. It gives me color without, like, I don't know how to describe it. What is going on here? Oh! I got glitter all over my face. And black. Look right there. Oh! Oh. Okay. There is specks of glitter and silver and black all over my face. I think it's because of it's just fallout. What are you gonna do? Okay, so the blush, I go in again. It's super pigmented. Tap it off on your hand. I think with a super black, dramatic eye look like this, you can get away with wearing a little bit more blush, a little bit more contour than you normally would, just because the black can be intense, so you kind of have to match it, if that makes any sense. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same palette, and I'm going to use the white highlight that's in here because it's glittery, and I think I want that. And if it doesn't give me exactly what I want, I may end up grabbing another one. Not quite what I want. So, sorry. I'm going to go into my Give Me Glow. It's the White Noise. This highlight is amazing. It's been my favorite here lately. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Yes. So I'm also going to take a little bit of that on my brow bone right here. And I need to do my eyebrows. I love that highlight. Love it. Except for it gets everywhere. You see that? I wish you could see my vanity or my dresser right now. I have quite the little mess going on. I've got fallout everywhere. I've got palettes everywhere. Jesus. Ugh. That's probably how it got on my beauty blender a second ago. Okay, so for my lip, do we want to do a nude or do we want to do a black? I hate to say it, but I think I'm going to go with dress code just because I love dress code. So let me line my lips. Same stuff I always use. Doesn't matter what color of lip I'm going to wear. It's the LA Girl. LA Girl Ultimate Lip Intense Stay Auto Liner and Keep It Spicy. And I do this more to create a barrier than I do for the color. Okay, so we're gonna do dress code. And I use the tip of the doe foot to also line, and then I go in and fill it in. And I can't talk and do this at the same time. Okay, now I need some mascara. And I'm using the Lights Camera Lashes, just like I always do. This creates volume, not necessarily length. And then I will go into my Bad Gal Bang, just because it is a super black. And it will create the length that I'm looking for. And I have so much glitter all over my face. And I'm trying to hurry because this video is going way too long. If this part bores you, just fast forward. For my top, I'm going to use the same that I always use, which is the Merle Norman Wicked. And I just stab myself in the eye. Oh. So now my makeup's probably going to get ruined because my eye's probably getting ready to start watering like crazy. Oh. So that is my cremated look. I think I even could go a little darker on the lip with like a pure black. I have blacks, but I do have this one, but it's almost like a bluey gray. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it. So this is it. I know I didn't use all of the palettes that I pulled and that I swatched, but I didn't need them. But there are options if I want to do another cremated look or another dark smoky type of look. But I hate to say it, guys, I think I'm going to pass on the new Jeffree Star. I don't think I need it. I don't think I need it. I have so many other options that give me the same results. So sorry, Jeffrey, but I think I'm gonna pass on the cremated this time. Don't come for me. Let me know. You guys gonna do it? Do you guys have any of these palettes? I would love to see if you guys recreate this and do it. Tag me on Instagram if you do. It's a mentally unstable makeup. I did change it from Eeyore. But this is it. So love yourselves, love each other, and until next time, which I don't know when that will be. Bye.